Order the June 22nd, 2011 meeting of the Lowell Conservation Commission. Moving on to business, continued from a prior hearing. So notice of intent, Mayanik Patel, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the rest of it, BAPS, 50 Stedman Street, DEP file number 2060674, project location being 50 Stedman Street. The project was regarding paving an existing gravel parking lot in the 100-foot buffer to an inland bank, to it the Black Brook. At the request of the applicant, they have chosen to withdraw. Craig, what is the date of the letter? I don't have it in front of me.
It's actually not.
I have it.
Okay.
And it appears to be undated. When did we receive this? Do you know?
I received this at the end of last week or the beginning of this week.
Okay,
Actually,
it was in response to our request for a formal letter.
Yes,
as they had alluded that they, by email, that they intended to withdraw their notice of intent.
yeah, that was the path they were going down at the last meeting, but it was less than entirely clear, and I believe the commission wanted to give them a chance to consider and make very clear their intentions before taking a vote on it.
Okay.
It must have been that this letter was sent at the end of last week because it was provided to the commission in your packets, and those I believe those were sent.
Right, we
Thursday.
received that in our packets. It was subsequent to the last meeting. With that in mind, let's file that in the file, and do I have a motion to accept the applicant's request to withdraw?
So moved.
All right, but second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on also to continued business, Nam An, DEP file number 2060613, the project location being 1519 to 1527 Middlesex Street, and it's a request for certificate of compliance on that property, also known as the U Plaza. There was a site visit there yesterday, and pursuant to the site visit, the engineer and applicant have requested a continuance to prepare their final certifications to the board. I'll open it up now if there's anyone on the board who did the site visit yesterday or at any other time who would like to comment. But seeing that the applicant is not here, it would perhaps be best to save those for when they are here, and just otherwise continue this. If there's anyone who would like to say something, I'll open it up. Commissioner Lovely, Commissioner Chalupka, Commissioner Barnum, Commissioner Moore, Commissioner Mellon, Commissioner Lynch. Okay. Craig, I'm assuming you have nothing also at this point in time, so I'll entertain a motion to continue to the next meeting.
Motion to continue.
Seconded by? Second. All right, Commissioner Moore. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Last on the agenda for business, also continued from a prior hearing, John Crepayan, DBA Federal Carpet, concerning a notice of intent, DEP file number 2060675, project location being 1 and L Street Extension and 640 Lakeview Avenue, and its construction of a commercial addition with associated parking in a bordering land subject to flooding or a 1% floodplain. We have received today, just shortly, a letter dated June 22nd, 2011, on behalf of the applicant from the K&M Land Consultants, the engineer on this project, requesting a continuance to the next hearing date of July 13th, 2011. They are doing some changes in response to some DEP comments, and I think getting their more updates on the information that they're supplying, and perhaps changing or making some modifications to their project in response to some DEP comments and some comments from this commission. if there's anyone who would like to say anything, again, I'm going to note that there's no one here on behalf of the project to speak. If there's anyone who would like to say anything, I'll open it up just briefly. Commissioner Lovely, Commissioner Chalupka, Commissioner Varnum, Commissioner Moore, Commissioner Mellon, Commissioner Lynch. Craig, do you have anything on this?
No, just a small point of clarification. The issue, again, is that the stormwater retention infrastructure, which is also in the 100-year floodplain, and how to coordinate that. I've reviewed it with the city engineer. There was a preliminary meeting with the city engineer and the applicant's representative from K&M. There are some slight modifications that could be made, but we agree that the system can function with in roughly how it's proposed. There's more detail that's needed, and that's partly what's being worked out with DEP at the moment.
All right. So, all right, and so I won't belabor the point. Do I have a motion to continue at the request of the proponent?
I'll offer a motion to continue.
Seconded by?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, that's continued to the next meeting. We have minutes from the February 23rd, 2011. No? All right, I don't have my package with me tonight, so it's, all right, so we don't have minutes. That's on the agenda, but we're waiting on those?
Yes, I was actually providing support to the planning board meeting this Monday as well,
Okay,
so I didn't
all right.
have my normal time to dedicate to the commission.
Do we have any other business at this time?
I do have one item, if you give me one
All
moment.
right.
The first of the special meetings that have been called to address to review the commission's rules and regulations was held on Wednesday, June 15th. There was a quorum of the commission present, but again, a quorum is not necessary to discuss these documents in those meetings, as there are no public hearings. This is, simply a working meeting. But again, for best practices, we're providing as much notification as possible, both in the regular meetings and through the posting of the agenda. Excuse me, the meetings have been scheduled for Wednesday, June 15th. These were announced at the last meeting. Wednesday, June 15th, Tuesday, June 28th, Thursday, July 7th, and Tuesday, July 19th. I have to admit that I made an error in scheduling it on Tuesday, July 19th. There's a visioning session that evening for the master plan, and my participation is required to help staff that. So this was brought up at the meeting on June 15th, and those present said that moving that forward one day to July 19th. Moving that forward one day to Wednesday, July 20th was acceptable. I wanted to double check with commissioners who were there and ask those who were not there if that is acceptable.
That would be fine for me. All right, do we have any other comments on that? Then we have a motion to change the date for the last meeting scheduled from, what was that, July 19th to July 20th.
Move to change the date to July 20th.
And seconded by?
Second.
All right. Any further discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. There's any other business?
Sorry, Commissioner Lynch, did you second that? I missed that.
Yes.
Yes, Commissioner Lynch.
No, there's no other business.
Commissioner Lynch seconded that. Any other business? No. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Seconded?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Good evening.
Is that a record for you guys?
I think this has been a vaster one.